Good morning and happy Monday. It's time for another Mindful Play Monday live. And today we are bringing back an old classic, a fun little origami paper craft that was super popular when I was a kid in middle school and even in high school. And I believe is making a comeback now with the preteens and teens of today. But we are actually going to be putting a mindfulness twist on it. We're going to be making our very own little paper fortune tellers. Sometimes people call them a cootie catcher. We call them little fortune tellers, but we're going to use them for a quick reset tool, a quick reset button that you can keep in your calming corner, in your classroom, even in your bedrooms with your little ones to help them calm down before they go to bed. So we're going to look at how we can make one of these. And of course you can customize it with any colors that you like, any numbers that you want to use. And then we're going to show our little fortunes inside with a mindfulness twist. So this one says, take 3 deep breaths, go for a walk, and I'll show you some more ideas and how to put that together for your calming corner for your mindful activity this week. So we're making some little paper fortune tellers. It's just a quick and easy kind of paper folding technique that I will show you now. The only materials that you need are just a piece of regular computer paper, typing paper, some crayons or markers, something to decorate it with, and then also a pen or a pencil to write on the inside. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take this is just like a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of printing paper, and you're going to line it up and fold, because this is a rectangle and we need to make it into a square. So anytime you need a square piece of paper, good morning, thanks for joining us, you're going to fold it and line it up along the side there, and you're going to cut off this extra rectangle piece here, and that's going to give you a square piece of paper, because we do need a square, a perfect square, for folding our fortune teller. And then once you have your square, you can open it back up, see your perfect square, and you already have a fold line there in the middle. Now you're going to fold along the opposite edge as well, so that you have another fold line. So let me see if I can, good morning, kind of angle you down a little bit so you can see what we're doing. So we already have the fold line here. We're going to take it and fold it on the opposite side as well, so that you have 2 nice big lines, kind of like an X, going across your paper. You can kind of see that there. Good morning, thanks for joining us. We are making a paper fortune teller to help with a quick reset for our mindfulness. So we just made a square piece of paper, and then I folded it long ways across both sides to make a big X, and then unfolded that. Now we're going to take the corner of each side of the page and fold it toward the middle, like this. We have some triangles. You can kind of see what I'm doing there. I'll try to scoot back a little bit so you can see. We're just taking the corners and folding them to the middle. Good morning. We're working on a quick reset tool. It's a fun little paper craft we can do with our students or our kiddos at home for our calming corner, and even on the go. You can keep one in the car to help with a quick reset. So I folded all the corners toward the middle there, so you can kind of see they're all pointing inward. Now I'm going to flip it over, so the back side, you can kind of see there's like 4 little squares there, and I'm going to do that again. I'm going to take all the corners and fold it to the middle a second time, and you'll see what we have. If you remember, if you are a fellow millennial, we used to make these a lot in middle school and even in high school. Call them cootie catchers or little paper fortune tellers. They were always a hit. They are really easy to make. So now I have taken all of those corners again and folded them to the middle. Now you've got your 2 sides there. I'm just going to take the side that has the triangles, kind of the flaps sticking up, and tuck them in, fold right in half. You kind of go along the edges there so that it's nice and creased, nice and tight. And then you can see, I'm going to fold it the other way too, because you want it to be mobile. You can kind of see there our blank fortune teller. And you can stick your thumbs right in the little flaps there at the bottom. Your thumb and your pointer finger. Floof them up a little bit. And there you go. So it kind of looks like a little triangle, little diamonds there. And then you're going to use it like so to play your fortune telling game. So now when you are ready for this part, you can go ahead and have your students, here, let me angle you back up so you can see what we're doing. You can have your students or your kids color and decorate the outside of the flaps here. We just chose some color words for ours, and I'll show you how we did that. And then you're going to open it up again, decorate all the little flaps here, color them any color you like, and put numbers. And then we'll see on the very inside there the fortune telling, if you will, or the quick reset prompt that we're going to use for our mindfulness. So we already made one. I'm going to show you how you can now play the game. So the first thing you're going to do is pick a color, any color. So we've got pink, blue, green, purple. I'm going to just pick blue. And I did write the words on there as well, because when you're using these with kids, you're going to spell that word. So if they're not sure how to spell it, you want to have make sure you have the word written out for them. So let's say we picked blue. So we're going to go B-L-U-E. So back and forth, kind of pinching and opening each flap. And then you'll see we have 4 numbers. So we have an 8, a 3, a 9, and a 7. So then you're going to have them pick a number. Let's pick 3. So now you're going to do 3, 1, 2, 3, and open it up again. Pick another number. Let's pick number 2. So when you get to that second number, you're going to open it up and read the prompt. Grab a drink of water. So all of the prompts that we have inside here, of course, you could draw pictures, you could put anything in there. I'll open it up so you can see some of the ideas we have for a mindfulness quick reset. So if you see that you're kind of spiraling, maybe you see your students are feeling really anxious or they're getting really upset, maybe they're arguing with a friend, hey, grab your fortune teller. We're going to do a quick reset. You're going to grab the fortune teller, put their hands in there. This is a great tactile activity. It's a good fine motor activity as well. Okay, pick a color, P-I-N-K. Picked pink. Now we're going to do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's just a really quick and easy way to reset our mind, stop that spiral. And also, it's fun. So let's see, give yourself a big hug. That was the one there. So really you could put anything you like on these inner pieces, but some great ones to get you started. Take 3 deep breaths, go for a walk. Name 3 things you can see. Give yourself a big hug. Name 1 thing you're thankful for. Trace a heart onto your palm. This is a good one for recentering and also putting some tactile input there to help our brains stop the negative spiral. Grab a drink of water. Reach your arms to the sky. So I'll hold that up really quick. You can take a quick screenshot if you would like for some different ideas. Some other ones could be squeeze a stuffy. If you notice you have some kiddos that are having trouble keeping hands to themselves, or they have some issues with hitting or fighting, you could say punch a pillow. You know, find a soft, safe thing that they could use to let out some of those anger feelings and aggressions. But really, you can customize it to each child or to your classroom. You know, if you have a certain corner, like a calming corner or a book corner that you want to add these into to give your students some ideas and some suggestions for ways to pause, reset, get that tactile input, work on sneaking in some counting practice and spelling with our numbers and our letters and colors. And then when you pull that up, if you have pre-readers, if you have kids that are not fully reading yet, you could even just paste little photos or paste little clip art into that flap to show them and give them some ideas. So one might be to name 3 things you can see. You could just take a picture and show like a child looking around the room and customize it for those younger kiddos too. So a really quick and simple fun craft, kind of nostalgic for our millennials to do those fun little fortune tellers, and then with a mindfulness twist to have at your ready for a quick reset. So name 1 thing that you're thankful for, trace a heart onto your hand. You can also do different breathing techniques. You could put in different activities that your children like to do. Maybe go blow bubbles, go for a walk, find 3 red things in the room that you can see. and really make it special and unique to them. So if you just joined us, good morning. Thanks for joining us. I did share at the start how to make one of these. They're pretty simple. They're just like a little origami paper folding craft. You start with a square piece of paper and then fold it toward the corners like so, and you'll see, if you want to go back, I'll add the recording here shortly to our stories and also to our YouTube channel to see how you can fold that in such a way that you get to make your own little paper fortune teller. These are really fun. The kids love them. And like I said, you can really customize them in any way that you like. You could even put a picture of their favorite stuffy in there so they could go in and say, okay, I need to go back and give my favorite toy a hug, count to 10. Lots of different ways to make this a fun and festive little mindfulness tool. So check it out. I will have our recording up here shortly on our stories and also on our YouTube channel. Be sure to tune in every Monday, 10 a.m. Central, for another mindful play activity where we do quick and easy, simple mindfulness crafts and activities to start your week off strong using things you have already around the house. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week for another mindful play idea. Have a great rest of your week and enjoy those fortune tellers.